Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. James has got it. Complete.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. 28 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the pass. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 37 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 10. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Allen steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works, and that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This take it in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle
and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, Kamara able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Allen being chased out left. A great play there. There to make the ground. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
After getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. first down. Dobbins, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifted.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on fourth down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On play action, Allen on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.